Requena. I'm the Director of Policy and Communications with Destiny and the lead author of the report that we're going to talk about. Thank you for taking the time to bring visibility to the plight of thousands of New Yorkers impacted by domestic violence. So to get the energy going, what do survivors need?
Housing!
When do we need it?
Now!
What do we need?
Housing!
When do we need it?
Now!
What do we need?
Housing!
When do we need it?
Now!
Yeah, there we go. So it's my pleasure now to introduce our Executive Director, Nicole Branca.
Again, my name is Nicole Branca. I'm the Executive Director of New Destiny Housing. We develop, run, and find safe permanent homes for survivors of domestic violence. In New York City, there's one police report on domestic violence every 2 minutes. In a city where the murder rate has gone down, generally, it's gone up by 30% for DV survivors, or non-DV survivors, victims of domestic violence. And 1 in every 3 New Yorkers will experience domestic violence at some point in their life. For many of these survivors, at least 6,000 families every year in New York City, fleeing violence means becoming homeless. They have no place to go in this city with the affordable housing crisis the way it is. This lack of affordable housing, coupled with the unique struggles that domestic violence survivors face, has forced many of these families that we at New Destiny work with every day, to stay in the shelter system for years, all while trying to get past the trauma of these years. So today, joined by Controller Lander and hopefully some elected officials as they trickle in, our fellow housing, DV, and advocacy organizations, and our courageous survivor advocates, we at New Destiny Housing are releasing A Crisis Compounded, a report on the intersection of domestic violence and homelessness, and the long-term effects that abuse can have on survivors and their children. We found that the #1 place survivors leave shelter for is shelter. And that the CDC now recognizes intimate partner violence as the #1 reason for traumatic brain injury. We include statistics about how much more likely children who have witnessed violence at home are to receive or cause violence when they become adults. Our goal with this report is to shine a light on the obstacles survivors are facing right now in accessing safe, permanent housing they need to begin to heal and rebuild their lives. And we provide recommendations on how to solve this crisis. We highlight how decisions by past administrations have created a shelter-to-shelter pipeline rather than a shelter-to-housing solution. And how the state, in some ways a leader in supportive housing for domestic violence survivors, has failed to keep up contract rates to help us provide safe housing for our families in the long term. But these aren't unsolvable problems. And with our current city and state partners, and maybe a little prodding from those of us here, we're confident we can implement solutions to keep our families safer and relieve the burden on an already bursting shelter system. And now, it is my great pleasure to introduce